What is this day going to be like? Just seeing all the fans and everything, and having practice here.
I mean, it's going to be a great day. Number one, we get a chance to, sort of it's a little bit of both. For the team, being able to transition from our new facility, particularly on a game day, right? Being able to walk through and getting over here on a game day situation. So there's a little bit of that involved. Plus, having the military here and the fans here, it's just going to be a great day, an exciting day for everybody and the fans, and just looking forward to the next few hours.
We commented as we came through the tunnel that all the workout equipment, all the strength conditioning equipment, it's all gone. I think we kind of underplayed that. What has it meant for the players, for you, for your staff, to have an actual dedicated training facility?
I mean, it means everything to us. It's just exciting to have a place that, again, that we call home, right? It's an office building. You're not coming to the stadium every single day. And I was walking in with some players, and deep down you kind of miss it. You kind of miss walking up and down these hallways, but then you kind of stop yourself and you're like, I don't know about that. No, I kind of like having a window and being able to see the practice fields and all that. But getting back over here, obviously it's exciting. Obviously OTAs were here this spring and all of that, but just getting back and getting familiar with everything. It's just a nice little dry run for the season to come.
Updates on Cisco, Harrison, and Shatley?
Okay, so Cisco's good. Again, he's back, but I wouldn't put him in 100%. We're still going to monitor him, make sure he's good to go. Harrison, Anton, you're going to see a little bit more incorporated today. We're still progressing him slowly, so he'll get a couple of reps here and there with the first unit. And then Shatley is a little different. After practice the other day, he went into AFib. So we got him right away, got him treated. He's fine. He's okay. He's with the team. Everything's calmed down. But he's obviously, he'll be out there today. He'll be in uniform, but until he's cleared, he'll just work on the side and all that. But from a health standpoint, he's good.
Hey Doug, 3 straight days of pads coming up. What do you want to find out about your team on Monday?
This is a grind. This is the grind part of training camp here, and it's more about the mental toughness. At this point, because we know the season's a long season, and things come up, and you have to endure some adversity from time to time, and there's going to be some. It's going to be hot, it's going to be warm. Guys aren't going to feel good. Coaches aren't going to feel good, but this is what we signed up to do, and so these 3 days are going to show a lot that way, to see who's really focused in, locked in, and I'll take care of them obviously with water breaks and different things like that, and keep them hydrated and all. But this is a good little stretch, then another day off, and then we prepare for the first preseason game.
During camp, how much of this do you encourage Trevor at all to figure out what guys' catch radius is, put balls in different places, and see if the receivers can make plays on them?
Yeah, you want to try that stuff. This is the time to do it. See what guys can and can't do, and really too, it's a trust factor for the quarterback, for Trevor. To be able to put a ball in an area and see a receiver go get it. You remember all that stuff, right? So we encourage him to try different things. Just even if a receiver's double covered, not tightly double covered, but covered where he can throw a ball and stick it in there, see what he can sort of get away with, and try to do the same thing with receivers and find out what they can and can't do.
Doug, it was today about maybe because there's only one preseason game at home, and you wanted to give the fans one more opportunity to see the team.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, obviously we got a nice stadium across the way where fans are, out there every day and watching what we do. And, this is just a bigger venue to allow more people on a Saturday morning. And, just to see the guys, and be around the team and just kind of get that excitement and enthusiasm for the season.
I guess the good news is they'll see the ones take more snaps than they would if it was a preseason.
No, not today. No. No, it's from a practice standpoint, we're still normal. We're still getting, we're still evaluating and still, wanting to see everybody practice and get reps.
Nothing live.
Any anybody?
Nothing live today, no, nothing live today.
Have you seen anybody separate in the wide receiver room? Obviously, you know who your top 3, top 4 are, but that bottom half, have you really seen anybody separate?
You know, I see Kevin Austin a little bit flashing and doing some really good things. You know, even you know, Elijah Cooks is making some plays. Big tall guys. Him and Jacob Harris both are, you know, big tall guys, and you know, obviously Tim Jones, kind of picking up where he left off a year ago. You know, and the other guys are still learning and improving, but I think Kevin's been the one that has done a really nice job, kind of embracing that second year, coming in, understanding what we're asking him to do and his role, and again, it's you know, it's a big training camp for him and many of those guys.
Doug, since you arrived, how has Roy grown as a player and as a defensive lineman?
Yeah, you know, I mean, I think of him as a lead, one of the strong leaders of our football team. You know, and really how I think he's really embraced the things that we started teaching last year in training camp, and you know, obviously it wasn't probably what he wanted to start the season, but he was another player that just as the season went on got better and better, and just understanding, you know, what the defense is and presented, and the techniques and everything that Coach Caldwell and Buck, you know, present to them, and you know, you just saw the fact that he works extremely hard, you know, in practice, and that pays off to a lot of the young guys in that room, and you know, even this off season, now this training camp, he's really taking his game to another level, and that's what we got to have in that D-line room.
What do you like about Bigsby?
Bigsby? Oh, Tank. Yeah, you said it. Yeah, we call him Tank all the time. Bigsby. What do I like about him? You know, this kid is outside of like the size, the speed, athleticism, all that, but this kid he's a sponge. You know, and he's really a smart young running back. Understands defense. Understands, you know. One of the things really too that's been impressive is how well he's taken the coaching, whether it be from Bernie or myself or even Phil, you know, Rauscher, being able to take that and apply it to what he's doing, and he's just improving every day. You know, it's a really good competitive room is what you know I'm excited about, because there's some really good talent in that room. But he's shown us that, you know, some really good things with you know, the competition where he's at. You know, TJ, I'll just say TJ has done a nice job as well, and I would even say he's a better pass catcher, you know, than of course in college they didn't throw it to him a bunch, but he's a real good pass catcher, you know, out of the backfield.
Talk a little bit about what you've seen from Parker Washington.
Parker's another one that's you know, he sits there behind Christian and Ags all the time, and he sits there and studies them and watches them. He is strong. He is powerful. Again, he's another one that's probably not, you know, a blazer, but at the same time, he's very quick in and out of breaks and transitions. He's a smart receiver. He's learning our system. He's getting better there every day, and really see him, you know, again, coming up in these preseason games, just whether he gets a punt return or a kickoff return or something like that, as well, are all things that, as a coaching staff, that we can really evaluate him and see. But he's done a nice job for us.
Andrew said he sees him as a clone of Christian. You see that?
Not yet. Not yet. I mean, listen, Christian's a you know, a kind of light years ahead, but I could see him kind of being in that type of, you know, role, let's say. But I would say this: he's probably more of an inside guy, where Christian can play both inside and out.
You talked about Foley a couple of days ago, but what have you sort of seen from him as far as his progress? Obviously, last year he wasn't able to do a lot of training camp, got injured in the regular season, but what have you seen this year?
Just how he's, you know, attacked this training camp. You know, he came in, great frame of mind. You know, he wanted to get back to the player he was, you know, when we evaluated him as a free agent. And he's done that, and he's been real impressive these first 2 weeks. He's coming off the ball, pad level's low, and just, you're starting to see those signs. Again, second-year player in our system, much like Roy, where their game now can go to the next level, and he's really embraced that. And again, he understands that, and he knows where he needs to be, and he's heading in that direction.
You talked about his expectations that you guys have for him and that he has for himself. What is that? What type of player do you guys expect him to be, basically?
Well, he's going to be somebody that can hopefully dominate the middle or the interior of the offensive line, right? And he's our guy in the middle, and you want him to be able to push the pocket and generate some power there, especially if he's working, as a nose and working, one-on-one with centers and things like that. And that's the expectation, And again, it goes back to just keeping players in the right spots and making sure that they can be the best there, and that's what he's done. And just again taking his game one more notch up, and his expectations are high, and so are ours, and he's on the right track.
Okay, last one. How much growth has,
Yeah, we'll go two more.
how much growth has Walker Little shown, just since you guys first got your hands on him a year ago?
Quite a bit. He's been a guy that you kind of, you say, okay, he can play tackle, he can play guard, move him around a little bit, and obviously we feel like his best position is tackle, but again, I think the versatility that he has shown us is very valuable. The fact that he can move inside and play guard if need be, and just again his maturity. He didn't play a ton of snaps, obviously in college, and obviously here they saw something that excited them, and it's the same things that excite us, right? He's done a nice job, these first couple of weeks of camp, and he's really, again, another player that's really embraced his opportunity.
Earlier in the week, you said as camp progresses, you wanted to establish identity. Through 2 weeks, what type of identities have you seen?
On offense, just being multiple and moving our guys around. We talk a lot about, obviously the run game, play action, all of that is critical, but our offense needs to be fluid. That identity needs to be fluid. It needs to be something where it's sort of changing every week, being able to put our guys in positions to move around, our skill guys, and that's something we've been able to establish these first couple of weeks, and the guys have done a nice job of that. I think defensively is being aggressive up front, being physical up front. We do understand that generating pass rush in this league is a lot of it, but being able to stop the run and all of that is really, I think, where our defense's strong suit, and being physical. And those are just a couple areas and then special teams. You look at special teams where we finished. We want to pick up where we left off last year. We want to be dominant in the return game, and then we want to be able to, pin our opponents, deep in their territory, things like that. Good coverage units. We pride ourselves on being physical there as well. Thank you.